Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend.
Wait, is the stream going? Alright, yeah, it is.
They'll start with the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he will have a Titans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Dillon again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Strong to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Strong. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Forced
yeah, I got to switch
all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he will get this in the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Snoop Connor, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans defense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Jags get to it as time goes. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Penalty.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix this screen.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it...
And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it.
Hopkins had to fumble on it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, they had a road
scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Succop's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time they coughed it.
All right, there's still plenty of time to go before
that. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And it will tackle about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Can't even find my right.
And now an audible here into something else. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, that was just a better play.
Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They run again with Dillon, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
2nd and 11. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar. Zadarius Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They wind up getting 16. Even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021,
I just can't let him score before half.
Turned his defense.
He gets the ball at halftime.
Go out there, guys, and don't let him put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alright, that should still be good out of this.
Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That should be good.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's good to take the lead at half. I just have to stop his run game.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
nice. Saw that out right. That's a good
completion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Ramsey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 2nd down, it's Ramsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much
this
of
is a
anything
big down
in the
right there.
run
Got to
game.
get the defense off the field.
Right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at his 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll go with Strong. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Second down and 4. They run once more with Dillon. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Let me try this one in motion.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Wait, why did he pause it? Hold up. I'm about to see if he's typing in the chat. Oh, I thought you could motion snap on run, please. Alright, here I'm resuming it.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I thought the motion snap, I thought that was only on pass plays.
Ready to start the 4th.
The way it like affects the zones and all that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Mixon running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. He'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
I could have waited a little bit later than that.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Lawrence will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size.
Yeah, Lions, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he was.
Better as the game goes on.
That one in route was going to free up. That's why I went to go cover it.
Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I saw that.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now 2nd and 9. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 9 yards that time. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did
they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10. Lawrence. And
that would have been the game right there.
That would have sealed it.
That was the game.
Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram.
And
from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Lawrence. Pass complete, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's
sketchy
3rd
on
down.
Byard to seal it right there.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, I'm not risking anything here. I'm just I'm taking my knee, getting on this one.
It's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
And that's the game, guys. Good game to Jaguars.